This is my walking horse, gelding Ed's hole-in-one. I call him Julio. You've seen him on a lot of videos, and I just put him in here to let him run around a little bit, stretch his legs. He's done that. And I'm just going to do some just kind of liberty stuff with him. Nothing fancy, but just see how he is, see how he's hooked on to me, if he is or isn't. Just get him. This is good if you can get your horse to do this kind of stuff, follow you around. Come on, buddy. And then you'll just, like, what we'll do is we'll test it out. We'll just look at his hind end like that, see, and just get him to step under. See how he stepped under there and I released? Tell him, good boy. Yeah, good boy. You're going to follow me some more. Then if I stop, you should stop. Back up maybe. There you go. Good. And this just shows that he's like partnering up with me. You know, different people call it different things. I think Monty Roberts calls it joining up, and other people call it hooking on and all that stuff. And I've heard a lot of people, well, not a lot, I've heard some people be critical about it. And I don't know why they would. I guess they just don't understand what's going on. But horses will get this by pushing them away, driving them away, and drawing them to you. Drive them away and draw them to you. A lot of stuff you're going to do with horses is like that. You're going to be, in order to get them to hook onto you or even maybe take notice of you, you might have to drive them away a little bit. So I got him step out of my space. That's all I was asking for there. That's it. Back. Drive him out of my space a little bit. It's real important for your horse to know to respect your personal space. Okay? And that's one of the things that a lot of people's horses don't do. They'll just come right in on them. And I kind of understand why people might not be as sensitive to it as that, because they want their horse to like them. You know, they want them to like them, and they want to be friends with them, and they consider that closeness like they're friends. And that is true, but it's also true that, you know, like true friends wouldn't. He just went off. He's checking out Kevin. Come on, but you know, they need to, because they're so large, they need to be able to, they need to really respect your personal space so you don't get hurt, okay? And so I'll drive him back again. Step out of my space, come on. Good. And let him smell me and walk away. This will draw him into me. This is the kind of stuff we do. We just call it just playing with him, you know. Make up. Good boy. And when you have them at liberty like this, you can't really fake it, you know. You can't, or I'm trying to think of how to put it, like it just tells you, like you've heard that saying, like when you take off, I think they say when you take off the bridle or the lead rope or the halter, the only thing you're left with is the truth. And so you can kind of see, like, you know, where they are with you or not. Like, and he's with me. See, he is conscious. You see how he stopped when I stopped? He is conscious of giving me some space. Now he's doing stuff that friend horses will do. They'll smell each other real gentle like that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times you'll see people want to reach at them and grab them. I just had a father and his daughter came out here. She's 6, and they were just drove by and they stopped over, and I was showing her. Come on. I was showing her like she wanted to. She's a little girl, and she wanted to pet the horse. So she was. I'm not going to do it, but she was constantly reaching towards the horse, like this, and then they would take their head back, and I told her, if you want them to get them to come to you, just let them sniff you and then take your hand away, because they're so curious. See how he is? He's checking out Kevin. Come on, bud. So Julio's about 2.5 right now. I think he's 2 in a couple of months, 2 into 3 months, maybe something like that. It's end of December, and he's been saddled already and ridden a little bit. I think it's been about 4 or 5 times maybe, and it's just been in the round pen here, and we go over into the lot here or the lot there and just walk around. It was mostly just walking and stuff, a little bit of cantering, just maybe a couple laps around, and that's pretty much all he's had. And I've been just doing other groundwork and stuff with him, waiting for him to get a little bit bigger. I'll do some more stuff with him. We're starting him in the traditional hackamore. Bring him back to me. And my goal with him is to train him up and to be a good bridle horse, and in a spade bit in the Caro tradition is what I'm planning on doing with him. So, but he's going to be really nice. He's a brother, a full brother to my mare that you've seen Eric do some stuff with, whose name is Ed's Easter Morning, who we call Lily. So he's a full brother to her, just a year young. I think 2 years younger, I think. And so I'm hoping he turns out like her. But this is kind of cool. And I didn't, just so you know, before this, I didn't do anything. I just walked in here with him, and that what you're working with is the horses. Horses are herd animals, and so they feel comfort with the herd. And he's going between me and Kevin here, because Kevin takes care of him too. So they find comfort with that, You see all the terms: herd bound, buddy sour, barn sour. All that stuff's referring to their strong drive to be together as in a herd. And see how he keeps going over to Kevin. Come on, buddy. So this is what you're trying to work with, and in here it's pretty easy, because the horse, once we work them a couple times in here, probably even one time, they start to learn that this is the classroom, and so they put their thinking caps on, so to speak. You know what I mean? They know that this is, so they pay attention to you a lot better and stuff like that. But when you get them out in nature and riding with all the distractions, and when you start to ride them away from, you try to ride them away from their buddies or their herd mates, is when you'll see it's almost like they don't remember anything that you've taught them. And it's just because they're, I think that, like I say, their voice is in their head when they're going away from their herd or whatever. Their voices in their head are very loud and talking to them, and maybe they're just getting really anxious because they're going away from safety, safety in numbers. I don't know exactly, but I just like to think that their voices are real loud. And that's when you're riding or when you're training, you'll have to get louder, so to speak. And loudness could be how fast you move, how big your motions are. I don't mean just volume with sound. I mean, everything about your motions and stuff get loud, because you have to overcome what their thoughts are thinking. If their thoughts, come here, buddy. If their thoughts are screaming really loud, like I want to get back to the herd for safety, and you're whispering, they're not going to hear you. It's like being in a noisy room. So they're going to have to, I like to do this, just you can pay attention there. Come on. He's not doing it. He's just moving away. There you go. Good. Good boy. Well, this is Julio. Ed's Hole in One. Check out his playlist and follow him. It'll be cool to see over the next so many years of him training to be a really good bridle horse. Looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.